If you are a budding tuner and you want to learn some more skills, one of the best skills to learn is how to reshape hammers. Because it's hard to tell in the lighting here, but if you look at those hammers that I've reshaped, they are not only back to round the way they're supposed to be, but they are also much whiter. They look much cleaner. And that makes it an easier sell with customers, in addition to making it sound better. Under normal conditions, I can reshape the hammers on an entire piano in a little over an hour. But in this piano, the grooves are so deep that I am 45 minutes in almost now, and just done the alto. And that's why reshaping the hammers is not always a flat rate, because how much sanding is required is dependent on how deep the grooves are. And this piano has extremely deep grooves. And so I'm having to spend a lot more time sanding away at every single hammer, trying to get rid of all of the grooves and bring these hammers back to factory-like specifications. The trouble with reshaping is that it also makes the hammers lighter. So it's going to change the touch. So it will have a lighter touch than it did when it left the factory. And the only way we could really fix that would be to weigh it off. But we can rest assured that the piano store owner is not going to be willing to make that kind of investment. And at this level anyway, the difference in weight is going to be pretty slight. Now, we're only talking about maybe 1 gram less in touch weight than what it was before I reshaped the hammers. The alto is done. Now it's time to move on to the tenor. It's worth noting too that it's ultra important when you're reshaping your hammers to keep the contact surface perpendicular to the sides. You don't want it to arch, you don't want it to smile. That would be very difficult to achieve. So the technique that's used to reshape the hammer involves lots of extra effort to make sure that your sandpaper remains perpendicular to the sides of the hammer. Because if you have an arch on the top of the hammer, then the hammer will hit the middle string first, and the unisons of just a millisecond later, and that will cause false beats in the tone. And no matter how much effort you make to tune those unisons, they will continue to beat. So you got to make sure that the surface of your hammer is flat and straight, perpendicular to the sides of the hammer. as you can hear, this piano is insanely bright. So one of the things we're going to do today is voice it down.